constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions offense will get the football first. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy. And because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career, a lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Ki-Jana Carter, Curtis Enis, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Give to the running back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. So Georgia Tech's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Pocket breaking down. Unleashes one. Finds his man. It's Wells. And he's still running after the move. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Fielded in the end zone, it's Vick. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in, it's Proctor. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Using his legs, it's Roach. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He'll try it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. He'll go to the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Power football with the run. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Slings it downfield. And the misconnection on third down. And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charge. Breaks into the open.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
From the gun. Give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabs it in the middle. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He breaks a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for offense.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Wells. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a heat. And they're not on the same page there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gives it on the option. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Proctor. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Duke is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to Texas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that fourth down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big fourth down conversion.
He's got the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Running back searching for a hole. And that's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. He's now up to 71 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. He's got it on the run, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And they tacked on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Leaves it with the running back.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley.
The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this.
Turning it on! Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the shuffle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Here's the give off the left side. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And that one's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got him. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Got his man. Got room in the 35. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Quarterback making checks, trying to beat him to the left. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Give him 96 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. From the gun, looking for a man. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Wells. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Runs through a tackle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense. They're a really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They just handed the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete to the left. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll send the tight end in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The defense putting points on the board.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Eastern Michigan is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 11 to Memphis. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quick handoff. Finding an escape route. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throat?
He's going to throw deep right side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Penn State, 28, Georgia Tech, 10.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Vick. And the returner will be brought down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Roach. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Proctor. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They're working that left side, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And to get rid of it quickly. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. In the red area, it's Roach. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front seven has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17.
Penn State 28, Georgia Tech 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. Give him 109 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense. There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling in the ground.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long in different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Complete to the right. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Going with the ground game left. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Running to Green. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in...
Turning it on! Touchdown, Georgia Tech! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He'll try the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They believe they can run right here. Gets it past the marker. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Well, that's the best run of the day for him so far, and he's a guy that looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. He's beginning to wear on this defense a little bit. If you're on offense, you probably want to keep giving him the ball.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love...